Good morning, everybody. At least it's morning for me. Happy Wednesday. So happy to see you all on here today. My name is Eva Medalek. I am a certified high performance coach and also a cultural intelligence coach. And I would love for you when you hop on live or watch this on the replay to let us know who you are, where you are tuning in from, and how these lives and the information that's shared on these lives are helping you. Now, today I have a very special guest, Petra Contrada. Now, Petra, I'm going to read you a little bit about Petra from her bio, but I'm going to let her really explain who she is and what she does, because she's an internationally renowned speaker, a success impact strategist, an intuitive and vibrational energy specialist. And oh my God, when we talk about the energy that we are exposed to, that we generate, that we take from other people, having someone to really help us give off the right energy and learn how to get rid of energy that doesn't serve us is really important in this world. I always say your energy and your relationships matter more than
Oh,
anything
yeah.
else. She's best known as the Charisma Catalyst and is the founder of the Thrive and Win Success Academy. So welcome, Petra. Petra's coming to us from Germany. So hello.
Hello, how are you? Nice to see you, and thank you for the invitation. It's such a pleasure to be here with you today.
Oh, my pleasure to have you.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say hi to, and guys, please forgive me if I mess up your names because, when we don't have the live back and forth, I can't really ask for the correct pronunciation. But Rashana is here. So hi, Rashana. Nice to see you. Aura Biley. Oh, please forgive me. But hi, so nice to see you. Thank you for coming on. Cherise, Crystal-san, Yusuf, and we are actually not going to promote ourselves on here, guys. This is just for information. I do this as a gift for you, so I appreciate coming on, getting the wisdom and nuggets that you can get from here, and let us know where you're coming in from. So we've got Adioe, Dan, Sasio, Raymond, Janine, Angela, Eats, Amber, and Ginger Gal. Thank you all for showing up. Linda Cooley. South Africa is in the house. Scotland. Hi, Mandy. So thank you all for joining. Ireland is here, and we are just so excited to have you today. So I'm going to have Petra share a little bit more about, her journey, you know, who she helps, what she does, and how she got to that place to where she's in this thrive and win service for all of us. So take it away, Petra.
Okay, so I mean, you said what I'm doing. I'm a speaker. I'm a charisma catalyst, and I'm a native German, and I lived over 20 years in the US. We just came back to Germany last year. My wonderful husband, who's an incredible healer and alternative health practitioner, and my daughter, she's 25. We just got back last year here in the midst of the pandemic.
Wow.
So I'm just start a little bit earlier than that, because looking at my childhood, I grew up in a perfectly normal dysfunctional family, like many of us.
Yes.
And I was what one could call an ugly duckling, shy and a bit chubby and more of a tomboy than a
Mm.
cute, pretty girl, not the pink girl. I never was that. Maybe this is why I chose a very worldly career in the beauty industry that took me to living in Egypt, training in Paris, London, and New York. I worked with Christian Dior, Procter& and Gamble, the Lancaster Group, Bella, working my way to the top in the beauty industry, and was for decades one of the most sought after vice presidents in the beauty industry's international training stage. So the past 20 years of my life, I lived in New York, because in 2001,
Mm.
we were in intermittent. My husband, he's American, but he speaks fluent German. So intermittent, we were in Germany. In 2001, I just got a really great offer to come back to New York in September 2001. And you all know what happened then. the World Trade Center crashed.
Mm.
And this changed my whole life completely. And I went into my own business because we came to New York and the world broke down and we had challenges. And being there, starting new, my husband had no work, we had a little girl, so I started my own business. And I started going into real estate. So the past 17 years, I did real estate and also very successful. But why was that? How did the ugly duckling manage to be successful?
I did want to ask you that because, if there's anybody on here who has faced, challenges where things didn't work out for you as you had planned, or maybe some financial challenges caused by, the pandemic and I was reading in the New York Times this morning how many people not only have lost their jobs, but chose to quit their jobs.
Yeah.
Start over. So if you've ever found yourself in a situation where you had to make that decision, to really take a chance on yourself and start over, just put a 1 in the chat. I want to see how many people have had kind of a similar experience where you needed to do something different because what had worked in the past is not working now. So for Petra, what was it about you? What did you have in you that gave you the courage? Mandy says 1, yes. Clarissa says yes. Awesome. Awesome. Kelly, yes. We've all been in that situation. So what was it about you that you feel that came from inside to have you say, you know what, I'm going to start my own business? Because that's not easy for a lot of people.
So the thing is, very early in my life, as the ugly duckling, I found it I need to listen to my inner voice, my smart, more powerful self. And I was committed to know there was something greater than me out there. At the age of 8, I wanted to become a nun. I didn't become a nun, as you can see. At the age of 12, I found a yoga book and taught myself yoga and breathing techniques. At 18, I had my first yogi who taught me deeper meditation and working with energy. And I applied what I learned and gained an understanding of what I call flowing with the energies. And this knowledge also helped me to really overcome a lot of obstacles. Like I stepped out of the crowd starting in 1992 when I was one of only 3 out of 300 employees of the company I worked with in Germany that was hired to work in New York. Because they moved their international business. And, I stepped up the plate and didn't let that happen.
Oops, we're having a little trouble with your connection, Petra. I'm going to give you a little bit of a minute because you are frozen, and I'll use this opportunity to share with people, part of what Petra does is she is courage, clarity, and confidence for people. And just hearing her story and how she always applied those principles to her life from an early age. It's kind of a process that we get to work through to see our dreams come through. And so now we have you back. You were a little bit frozen for a second.
Okay, so we are how many thousand miles apart?
I know.
Even so, I'm hardwired here, so I don't know how that can happen.
Well, sometimes, the energy in the world. But Mandy says she loves flowing with the energies. She's studied and she now teaches seasonal yoga, and she loves this. Mandy, I've always wanted to do yoga. I am the most inflexible person in the world, but I love how it makes me feel. And it's healed me from a lot of body aches and pains and conditions that doctors wanted to put me through all kinds of therapy for. Yoga is amazing. So Petra, you're a little bit frozen, but maybe we can hear you. Try speaking. Yeah, it's a little bit robotic. So it's really interesting. I wonder if it's me.
I can hear you. I can hear me very well.
Okay,
so
you're back now.
You're
back now.
So I'm sorry about that.
This is real life. It happens, right?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, coming back to energy, this is a theme that followed me through my whole life. as I said, I started very early to get involved in this, and then when I came to the United States, the first time to the United States, which was in the early 90s, with a German company, and started to be the international trainer worldwide for that company out of New York, and I met my wonderful husband. So he is an energy expert and a spiritual teacher. So I'm very happy that and very grateful and blessed that I met somebody who is so amazing. And I get every week I get my healing,
Yeah.
and which helps me to get my energy. But the thing is, where do you get your courage? Where do you get your belief? Where do you get it's faith. I say it's faith, and I say it has nothing to do with religion. It is the knowledge and the belief. There's something out there. There is something in the universe that you can tune into and really raise up to and raise your vibration. And the more and more you work with these energies, and I also, I said I work with the angels as well. There is more out there. People overlook that there is an unseen world
Mm.
that basically many people know that we have an energy centers and we have energy fields and so on, and in today's world actually nobody should question that we are more than just what we see, the physical.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, and when it comes to vibration and attracting people, when you have fear, when you have doubt, when you always um, think negatively, that
Mm.
affects your energy, that affects really your vibration. And if you and it starts with relationships, with marriage, with friendships. It
Mhm.
goes on with clients. Do you still hear me?
Yes, I still hear
Okay,
you. Yeah, and I'm
good.
so resonating with everything you say because I look at some of the relationships in my life, even the close ones, the ones that have that negative energy vibration, I get to intentionally monitor how
Yeah,
much interaction I have with people like that in my life who I love dearly, one of whom I gave birth to actually, but knowing that that negative
yeah.
energy can just take you to a different space that doesn't really serve you and move you forward. So,
Yes.
what type of people come to you for coaching? What is the main problem that you help with?
Okay, so today, I after my let's become after my last big shift that was in 2014, and I had brought myself into a state. I was in a hamster ride. I
Yes,
was
yes,
really,
a lot of us are.
because got in a phase that where I was really out of line, didn't do what I knew to do, and how many people don't do what they know they should do and do, and I didn't listen to my husband who said do this and that and do this meditation and do the energy work, then
Mhm.
things will change. But I wanted to have more money, more clients, paying the bills and the whole nine yards. And you know how it is. You get into that you have put your blinders on and nothing happened. And I ended up
And
in
how many
2000.
of you can relate to what Petra's saying right now, being on that
Hands up.
hamster wheel of life? Just put
Yeah.
me in the chat if that's you. Just really got your blinders on and spinning, so to speak, and not really taking care of uh, the important areas in your life as well, and just super focused on the success part. Just put me in the chat. We want to see who else can relate.
I'm sure that there are
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Yes. Yeah.
So, but coming back then to 2014, I ended up in a state where I got really, really sick.
Mm.
And I thought I'm going to die. So, and it really took a very enlightening experience to get me out of that. And it was like catapulting me out of my chair. And I will remember it like today. I was sitting in our living room in my recliner, and I felt so dreadful and no energy, no juice to live. And I
Mm.
did was what my husband then told me all the time: start here, take this meditation, start it, and connect with your higher aspects. And I did, and I must have dozed off. And I woke up suddenly, and this was my really, I got the call. I got the call and said, you be the change. Nobody else can help me. I was hopping from doctor to doctor. Nobody could help me. Nobody knew what was happening with me. Nobody knew what kind of medicine. They tested me for lupus, for leukemia, for the whole nine yards. They didn't know what to do. So I got the call. I woke up and it really shook me up alive and be the
Wow.
change. So what happens? At that point I had gained quite a bit of weight. I was on the brink of arthritis, on the brink of uh, uh, um, when you have sugar, what is it?
Oh, the
Yeah,
diabetes.
diabetes, the
Yeah.
whole sleep apnea, you name it. So
Yeah.
what I did is I took my life into my hand. I said, "That's it. Stop going to people that cannot help you because you need to step out and do what you need to do."
So what I'm
Because,
hearing you say is you took control of your life and your health
yes,
and your situation.
yes. And within 1 year,
Mhm.
I lost 100 pounds.
What?
Yes, I changed my
Wow.
lifestyle. I came from a size, um,
Lydia's like, yes, yes.
yes,
Right,
yes.
Lydia? Oh my goodness. That's amazing.
So I came down from a size 20 to a size 6. Now I'm a size 8, it pendles, but I kept it since then. And
Mhm.
it's so amazing. I changed my life. I changed my lifestyle. I wanted to be healthy. I wanted to live because otherwise I would not be here anymore. And
Exactly.
with the help of my husband, I accomplished that very much,
And so is
because
that what you teach people how to do now?
I help people now. So basically, most people that I work with are heart-led, spiritually conscious leaders. They're entrepreneurs and coaches, authors, experts. They hire me and they work with me to help them step out of the ordinary into the extraordinary, because most don't know how to lead with clarity, confidence, and courage. So they want to make a difference and they know that they are capable of doing it, but they are not stepping out. They don't know how, and they are frustrated and they are angry. So I help them to unleash their true potential and vibrational powers to achieve the impact and success and the fulfillment they desire. Because when I did it, you can do it. Everybody can do it.
You know what? And people don't believe that they can do it. They hear other people's stories. You are just living proof that it can be done, that you can change your life. You have the power to control it. And so, one of the reasons I asked Petra on here, guys, is she is doing a webinar to really teach you the steps, to go into detail of the steps, to have the clarity, the courage, and the confidence to take control of your life, to be the change that you need to be in your life, to create the results that you want in your life, just like she did. And so I want you to talk to all of our listeners. At one point we had close to 180 on here, and now we have, we've got Lydia's here to Talana's here. She wants to know how she can. We're going to put all that contact information in there, sweetie. You hang in there. Lydia, Jade, everybody is really inspired by your story. So
Wonderful,
let's
wonderful.
not keep them waiting and tell
I
them
have
what you've
so
got
many
coming up
stories.
to help them.
Yes.
Woohoo!
So, guys, I've been there. I've gone through it. I always say I'm 3 times dry cleaned, because of, of all what happened in my life. And when we got married, my husband and I, and it's 26 years, we are happily married. And we married within 6 months. And I remember that as it was yesterday. We took each other by the hand and we still say, we just jumped together off the cliff and we are
Yes.
jumping since. And that is what I'm also helping and want to get out in the world, that you can do it. You can do anything. And I created this Jumpstart Your Impact Leadership seminar, which is because we are all leaders. We are all leaders wherever we are. If you have children, you're a leader. If you're in a community, you're doing things, you're a leader. If you are a business, you have a leader. If you're working, you lead. You lead people. You are a role model. And I have this course, which is 6 weeks to unveil your true potential and power as a leader so you can step from the ordinary to the extraordinary. And it is really a launch and a kickstart into a leadership for your life and your business,
So
because you
you're going
need.
to kick us in the butt, huh?
Yes, I do.
I love it.
Yes.
It's funny you should say that and use those words, because that's exactly how I changed my life. There was what you call that mobilizing factor, that kick in the butt, that punch in the gut, that 2x4 in the head. That's like, it can't go on like this. I need to take control and do something. So you are here to give us that extra little jump off the cliff into what we can do to soar in our lives. I love
Yes,
it. I love it.
absolutely, absolutely. Because this is not the ordinary leadership seminar, and this is a jumpstart. It goes
Yes.
on further.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody who comes to the Jumpstart Your Impact Leadership course next year in April, I'm doing a 3-day seminar, the Impact Leadership Mastery, where we really dig deep. Because now we start, and I always say you can come to my Impact Leadership Mastery, but do the jumpstart first. This is 6 weeks. You dive deep, and then you have the tools. You step by step, you implement them into your life, and this brings the changes. And what I teach is really, what kind of leader, what kind of life do I want to live? What
Mm-hmm.
are my visions? What are my deep desires? This is the first step. Then we go into what are my top passions? How can I lead from the inside out? Because most people, they are all too much outside. They are looking at
Mm-hmm.
others. They are looking at, I work with a lot of coaches, and now with COVID, they're online. They're doing funnels. They're doing all the technical stuff, trying to work it out. And then they are so frustrated that they do not get the clients that they want, that they do not get the opportunities or relationships. It's because they are too much outside. We need to do the inner work. And it starts with meditation, but I teach my people also to do energy work. There
Yeah.
are things out there, guys, that you can do to energize yourself, to heal your business, to heal your relationship, and to raise to a vibration that people can see.
Yeah.
Because when you are always in your worry and you're in your fears, your vibration are so low that nobody will
So I have
take
to
you
read this
serious.
to you. Lydia says Petra is totally talking to me. Talana, and I hope I'm saying that right, sweetheart. I love both of your energies. Thank you for sharing the platform. Winbright says amazing. Lydia is like, we all need this. Akatamadrill loves it. I mean,
Good.
it's just resonating with everybody. So you've got a webinar coming up. So can
Yes.
we start by when is that happening? I'll make sure the link is in the well, it's actually in the description, guys. You can
Yeah.
sign up
Yeah.
for more work with Petra by going to the description and clicking on that, and I'll put more in the comments later.
So tomorrow, Thursday, October 21st, I do the webinar. It's 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard US time, and it's 8 p.m. Central European time. And you have to convert it to your time zone
Yes,
wherever you
right.
are.
There's so many,
I
yeah.
cannot do all the time zones in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It is really, I'm going deep. I'm sharing with you secrets I'm that you can apply immediately, about how you can jumpstart your life, how you can jumpstart your leadership. We are digging deep, but it's just a jumpstart. And then, of course, I invite you to join my course that starts on November 3rd. You will be amazed what you can do, and you will hear things that you probably have not heard. A lot of the people I work with, they say, I have done a lot of leadership seminars, but what you teach, nobody is teaching. So
Awesome.
I invite you to come tomorrow, listen, and if you feel I could help you and can take you by your hand and get it rolling, get your life rolling, get your business rolling, then I invite you also to join my course that starts in 2 weeks.
Thank you. Thank you. That's so generous of you. So, guys, if this has been helpful to you, just put one in the chat. If you've gotten some insights, some ideas, and maybe just get motivated to be the change, to really take back control
Yeah.
and power to change your life, put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat, because we all need that kick in the pants, a way to jumpstart. We all know we have these dreams, goals, and desires, but how do we do that? How do we start? What is the first step? Getting out of the woe is me into taking committed action is powerful. And what Petra's
Oh, yes.
offering is really to get you up out of the chair and from behind the computer into actually taking action. So, we've got a lot of one in the chats from Rodney and from Clarissa,
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Amy, Yolanda, Jade, Amy Greger. I had a patient once named Amy Greger. I wonder if that's you. So all of these guys. So I just want to take the time to thank you for coming on and sharing your wisdom and your insights
Thank you.
and your really powerful, inspirational story. And guys, I will be back next Wednesday, I think, if I'm not on a flight. But yes, next Wednesday, I'm always on a flight somewhere, at 9:30 a.m. Pacific with more strategies and tips and tools that can help you live your best life and not sacrifice your health, your well-being, and your relationships as you're trying to advance your careers and personal lives. You can have it all. You can have both, but you don't have to do it all. Balance is not equal, but you get to have control on how you balance your life. So thank you, Petra. Thank you to
Thank
everyone
you too.
that joined us and participated in the chat.
And I hope to see you all tomorrow on my webinar, on my training.
Awesome.
Sign up.
We'll be there. All right, guys. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.
Thank you.